Hello everyone. This past year marks the 72nd anniversary of Kimray and the 5th anniversary of when we embarked on Vision 2030, our long-term picture of what Kimray looks like in the future. As you know, much has changed in the last 5 years. We've been through 2 significant downturns, a global pandemic, an economic shutdown, and political change on many levels. Nevertheless, our vision for the future of Kimray hasn't changed. We know what kind of company we want to be. We just have to find new paths and make new strategies to get there. Earlier in 2020, our executive team went through Vision 2030 with a fine-tooth comb. We asked ourselves 2 questions. Is the vision still inspiring, and is it strategically sound? In the end, most of Vision 2030 is unchanged. However, we did make some adjustments that I'd like to share with you today. Now, before we talk about Vision 2030, let's review the differences between mission, values, vision, and strategy. Kimray's mission is clear and simple, making a difference in the lives of those we serve. That's our purpose. It's the why behind what we do each day. Surrounding the mission are Kimray's core values: honoring the Lord in all we do, responsible stewardship, strengthening the family, and maintaining a good name. These values guide the way we carry out our mission. Next, we have vision, which is a long-term picture of where the company's going and what it looks like when we get there. A compelling vision needs to be inspiring. It needs to also be strategically sound. 10 years from now, when we finally reach 2030, it'll be time to launch into the next chapter of Kimray's history with a new vision for the future. Now, once we have a clear vision of where we want to go, the next step is to develop a strategy to get there. Strategy includes all the nuts and bolts, steps and metrics, budgets and cash flow needed for us to achieve our vision. While a company's mission and core values should rarely, if ever, change, and our vision should last at least a few years, the strategies we use to reach our vision change frequently because we live in an ever-changing world. It's okay to take a different path up the mountain as long as we're still moving in the right direction. So with that background, let's look at Vision 2030, which is a story of what it looks like to be transported to Kimray in the year 2030. Hopefully you have a digital copy of our updated vision. You can also grab a printed copy at the front desk or in the training department. The original vision has an embossed cover. The updated vision has a watermark cover and says Updated Spring 2020 on the inside. Let's listen to the introduction and then we'll talk about a few highlights.
Where there is no vision, the people perish. Proverbs 29:18. What follows is our vision for the Kimray Family of Companies for the year 2030. This narrative, originally published in 2015, was reviewed, revised, and updated by the executive team in 2020 to ensure this story is still inspiring and strategically sound. Vision 2030 is what the next chapter of Kimray's history looks like as we fulfill our mission and follow our core values. Thank you to everyone who turns this vision into reality. Introduction: The Future Kimray. The sun rises over the Kimray campus. It's Friday, August 30th, 2030. 82 years since Garmin Kimmel founded Kimray. Much has changed about what we do and how we do it, but some things haven't changed, like our mission and core values. When Garmin Kimmel established Kimray in 1948, he determined to operate the company according to biblical principles. Kimray continues to weigh business decisions against the ethics and principles we find in the Bible, which includes measuring success through lives changed, not just dollars earned. It means keeping an internal perspective about our daily work, working as unto the Lord, and remembering that sharing the good news about Jesus Christ is the greatest purpose we serve. When you look at Kimray today, you can't help but notice the way we conduct business, the engagement of our people, and how we value one another, our customers, and community. This is what we call the Kimray Way, which embodies an attitude of service, humility, creativity, excellence, and the desire to do all to the glory of God. The following chapters describe the community we have worked together to create. Here is a glimpse of Kimray in the year 2030.
I love this story already. I love the fact that some things about Kimray are the same, like our mission and values, while many things are new and different. That's because we're constantly learning, growing, and improving as an organization. This is also the first place we try to describe the Kimray way, which is how we value and respect our colleagues, our customers, and our community. At Kimray, we believe everyone is equally and intrinsically valuable, and this belief impacts everything we do. Let's dive into the next chapter where we talk about what it means to be a business full of business people.
BOB, a business of business people. Open book management is an irreplaceable part of the Kimray way. Everyone at Kimray is now fully versed on the business of our business, and we all think, act, and feel like owners. We are not simply handed the numbers anymore. We help create and improve them. Every team member understands how they impact the business and can explain what is going on within our companies, from vision to strategy to critical numbers. We can't imagine it being any other way. We work together as a team to accomplish our goals without people or departments competing against one another. The Kimray way encourages us to understand each other's challenges and to work things out when problems arise. When we win as a team, everyone in the company shares in the growth and rewards. We also stick together through difficult times. Everyone has a stake in the outcome and wants to know what's happening in our business. It is normal for people to ask probing questions, and we are not afraid to challenge assumptions and push back when something doesn't match our understanding of Kimray's vision. We don't always agree. We are human after all, but we do always end up feeling heard. We let ideas compete instead of people competing against other team members. Some of us can recall the days when not everyone trusted each other, but today, there is no us versus them mentality. Our collective wisdom has generated more ideas, better decisions, and better outcomes than we imagined possible. That's the power of having a business full of business people. Bottom line, it feels good to be in on things and to have a hand in shaping the future of our business.
That last line is so true. It feels good to be in on things, doesn't it? And to have a hand in shaping the future of our business. I want everyone at Kimray to have the information they need so we can all pull in the same direction. We're truly in this together. Now, this chapter also talks about how we deal with conflict at Kimray. We don't always have to agree, but we should always feel like we are heard. Kimray needs to be a safe place to share ideas, ask probing questions, and challenge our way of thinking in order to make the best decisions possible. Now let's talk about the Kimray Family of Companies.
Spreading our wings, the Kimray Family of Companies. News keeps getting worse for the oil and gas industry. West Texas Intermediate crude oil prices are once again at a 5-year low. As it usually goes during this time, oil service companies have been hit hard. Layoffs are approaching 25% in the industry with no relief in sight. Due to the diversification strategy put in place years ago, Kimray is no longer completely dependent on the ups and downs of the oil and gas industry. Much of our revenue now comes from businesses focused outside of the oil and gas industry, and each business unit has contingency plans for the coming year. Kimray's operational excellence has resulted in numerous opportunities to expand our business and impact more people. In every business, customers trust our products and services because we are known for quality and excellence in all we do. Our passion for innovation and quality positions us as a leader in the marketplace. We keep asking, how can we do this better? Many of our new ventures arose from ideas generated by team members at Kimray. Because our team understands the Kimray way, we have learned how to acquire or launch new companies while strengthening our culture. Before diversification, Kimray would have been struggling to survive freezing wages, cutting costs and deferring investments. But today, Kimray enjoys significant earnings despite the down year for oil prices. Now we can all thrive, not just survive, as a family of companies.
It literally hurts to hear about another downturn. However, we specifically wrote that in our vision because it's a powerful reminder of why we want to diversify into other industries. In the original version, we said half our revenue comes from outside of oil and gas by the year 2030. Now we say much of our revenue comes from diversification because our goal is not a particular percentage. Our goal is to make Kimray as stable as possible for as many people as possible. Now let's talk about the financial impact of Vision 2030.
Running over. Financial health matters. As team members gather at their huddle meetings and examine the financial statements, they are proud of the results. Teams throughout the Kimray family of companies are working together to create a financially sound organization. Even our bank says how they wish other companies ran their businesses like Kimray. We are grateful to be in a very strong cash position, which allows us to weather rainy days and follow a wide range of possible futures. With financial strength and a reputation of generating fresh ideas that bring value, Kimray attracts a steady stream of new investment options. Now we have cash to seize the opportunities that will benefit the organization. Instead of just focusing on revenue, the Kimray family of companies works toward generating cash, building value, maintaining jobs, and serving stakeholders. We now enjoy healthy growth in both revenue and profits. As a result, we're able to return growing value to our shareholders. We realize that profits and financial targets are not the end goal. Rather, we use our financial strength and stability to make a greater difference in the lives of our team members and in our community. We are known as a market leader in compensation and benefits, and our bonus and incentive programs are as robust as they have ever been. This is part of the Kimray way.
Our biggest change to this section is we removed the dollar goal of $500 million in revenue and focus instead on the more important goals of generating cash, building value, maintaining jobs, and serving stakeholders. Next, let's hear about Kimray's use of technology.
Get smart. Applied technology. At Kimray, we use technology to create the environment we want. Our business strategy drives our use of technology, and the systems we create serve us instead of us serving them. We let technology do the heavy lifting, making our work easier, faster, safer, and more reliable. Even a brief tour of our facility will showcase a wide variety of manufacturing technology being used to improve safety, quality, delivery, and cost. Technology optimizes our efforts in seizing opportunities. Instead of the Kimray family of companies being an enormous freighter that moves and turns slowly, we are a fleet of nimble warships using technology as a competitive weapon. We have integrated our processes, and we seamlessly interact with suppliers, customers, and anyone else in our business, whether face-to-face or around the world. Our partners rave about how easy it is to do business with Kimray. Technology helps us predict and prevent problems instead of just reacting to them. When problems do arise, we don't have to wait for information. We gather at the point of the problem, whether on or off campus, and find a solution because we have the right information and analytics at our fingertips. We are a leader in technology, and we quickly discern between solutions that benefit our business and fads that will fade. We use the right technology at the right time to support the Kimray way.
Some of you might have noticed SQDC in this chapter, which we added this year because it perfectly describes why we invest in technology to improve safety, quality, delivery, and cost. We also added the notion that technology helps us to predict and prevent problems instead of just reacting to them. I'm excited about technology at Kimray and how it will continue improving what we do and how we do it. Now let's talk about what it means to be a leader at Kimray.
Pass the baton. preparing future leaders. In the Commons area, people have gathered to celebrate the retirement of a Kimray leader. Everyone breathes easily and enjoys the occasion because we know her replacement is well-trained and ready to step into this management role. It was no secret who would take her place, and everyone has confidence in the new leader's demonstrated capabilities. This is not an isolated occurrence, nor an accident. Our robust succession plan ensures that key personnel have a successor identified and prepared. It used to be commonplace for key members of the Kimray family to leave the company and take a significant amount of tribal knowledge with them. No more. We proactively develop future leaders instead of reacting to staffing changes when they occur. Kimray began 82 years ago as a small family-owned company. Now we have fourth-generation members of the Kimmel family involved in governing the business. In fact, many team members have family members working at Kimray, which is still a privately held company built to last for generations to come. The Kimray way is to cultivate leaders to fill the growing number of opportunities within our family of companies. These are leaders who demonstrate a high level of character and competence. Above all, they embrace our mission and core values while serving our team. Leaders at Kimray know they can't live their best life unless the people they lead are living theirs.
I can't help but smile when I hear this chapter, because we've already seen this scenario take place several times, with one leader passing the baton to the next. Even though parts of this story have already become true, we kept it in Vision 2030 because we can still find ways to improve our leadership development and our succession plans. Here are 3 things we added to this chapter. First, we still want to be a privately held company built to last for generations to come. This is part of being an evergreen company, which is a term that describes companies built to last 100 years or more. Another change we made is having the 4th generation of Kimmel family members involved in governing the business, where the original version said managing the business. I don't know how many of Garmin's great-grandchildren will work at Kimray or in what capacity. However, there's always a place for the family to give input to the board of directors to ensure that Garmin's legacy of faith, family, and service continues for years to come. The 3rd change we made is the last sentence. We added that leaders at Kimray know they can't live their best life unless the people they lead are living theirs. I hope everyone in leadership in 2030 and right now takes this message to heart. A leader's job is to serve and support the people we lead so that together we can accomplish our goals. Now let's peer over the rainbow and see what it's like to be part of the Kimray family.
Over the rainbow, a special place to work. Applications keep flooding into Kimray from people who want to work with us. They've heard about the awards we receive for business ethics, best places to work, and even the Baldrige National Quality Award. These awards are simply an external recognition of our daily effort to live out the Kimray way. While it is increasingly rare for employees to stay with any company for an extended number of years, people often choose to stay at Kimray for their whole careers. We can list many reasons why people stay, including great compensation, benefits, learning opportunities, and a safe, welcoming, and uplifting work environment. But it is so much more than that. At Kimray, we find connection and fulfillment working toward a common purpose. We often refer to coworkers as family. We don't just say that people matter. We actually get involved in each other's lives. Another way we take care of our people is by investing in the communities where we work and live. At Kimray, we have the opportunity to enhance our skills, build experience, and develop our own personal vision. There are many opportunities within our growing family of companies which provides mobility for team members to increase their responsibilities, earning potential, and personal fulfillment. Kimray also values people by creating jobs that are as stable as possible for as many as possible. Kimray is committed to its people and crafts business strategies to retain our workforce despite changing market conditions. Kimray is not a building we occupy or a product we sell. More than anything, Kimray is the community of people who invest their lives in working, serving, and sharing life together.
I love how that chapter ends. Kimray is a community of people who invest their lives in working, serving, and sharing life together. That's already true, but hopefully this part of our culture will be even more vibrant in the years to come. I should also point out that we still want to pursue the Baldrige National Quality Award. Like API and ISO certifications, I believe pursuing the Baldrige Award will help us identify weaknesses, improve our processes, and make Kimray even stronger. Something we added to this chapter is that Kimray is a welcoming and uplifting environment. That's been true for as long as I can remember, but in a time when people seem more divided than ever, we want Kimray to be a place that unites people from many different backgrounds to achieve our common mission of making a difference in the lives of those we serve. Now, let's hear about extreme customer service and how it makes a difference.
Shiny, happy people. Extreme customer service. The Kimray family of companies has grown significantly over the past 15 years, due partly to the amazing customer service we provide. We believe it is important to keep our promises. Throughout Kimray, delivery consistently meets or exceeds customer expectations. But customer service is much more than that. We create a measurable customer experience that differentiates Kimray from our competitors. We routinely hear how enjoyable it is to do business with Kimray. Everyone at Kimray is in customer service because every interaction with suppliers, coworkers, and customers is an opportunity to serve. Our approach to customer service is not a long list of do's and don'ts. We simply serve everyone according to the Kimray way. Our team members go the extra mile to serve and are great at listening and finding solutions to problems. Internal communications routinely include notes received from customers telling us how we solved their problem or got them out of a bind. We get a lot of "you turned my bad day around" letters, which are fun to read. Some of our favorite questions from our customers are, "Where do you get such positive, energetic, and encouraging people?" Or, "How can you handle so much business with such accuracy and quality?" Or, the most telling question, "Are you hiring?"
As a reminder, customer service is something everyone at Kimray should care about. This chapter is not intended for one or two departments. Everyone at Kimray impacts the way we serve our customers. If you don't have clear line of sight between what you do each day and how it impacts our customers, please talk with your supervisor so we can help you understand your role on the team. Something new in this chapter is our reference to on-time delivery. Instead of choosing a certain percentage of on-time delivery, such as 95%, we now emphasize the factors most relevant to this issue: consistent delivery and customer expectations. Meeting or exceeding customer expectations and doing it consistently should determine our strategy for lead time and delivery. Now let's hear the final chapter, Spreading the Kimray Way.
Aspire to inspire. Spreading the Kimray Way. For the 10th time in as many weeks, a large group of people file into the welcome area at Kimray, excited to learn more about the Kimray Way. They are met by a cross-section of our team members who have earned the privilege of leading this tour. As the group winds its way through the bright, clean, and high-tech facility, they stop frequently to speak to team members. Each interaction reinforces that the Kimray Way is not just motivational talk or corporate fluff. It is a set of values and priorities built into the culture of the company, shared and supported by everyone who is part of the team. This culture flows from the fundamental belief that every person is equally and intrinsically valuable, and there are many ways to put this belief in action. People come from all over the world to attend our tours, classes, seminars, and retreats. They come to learn about almost everything we do, including culture, character, manufacturing, strategic planning, open book management, leadership, corporate giving, community involvement, family business planning, diversification, hiring practices, succession planning, budgeting, and more. Many of these topics are written about by Kimray team members who are now published authors. People at Kimray are passionate about what they do and are eager to help others gain the knowledge, experience, values, and skills that have made Kimray what it is today.
Whether virtually or in person, Kimray should be a center of hospitality for those who want to learn about our way of doing business. While I've always imagined this scene in our new building at Cornerstone, we're several years away from restarting that project. However, we don't need a new campus to inspire other people. We can do that right here, right now. That's why we launched the Kimmel Foundation for Recovering Leadership. The foundation is a strategy to help fulfill our vision of spreading the Kimray way. In short, the foundation's job is to develop resources, experiences, and relationships that help leaders build a culture where everyone is equally and intrinsically valued. This not only has potential to impact thousands of people in other organizations, but it also helps Kimray stay true to our mission and values because we're telling others what kind of company we want to be. Sometimes it's hard to appreciate what you have when you're immersed in it, and I think that's true about Kimray. This is a special place filled with remarkable people on a grand mission to make a difference in the lives of those we serve. I'm honored to be a part of this community with you, and I look forward to what God has in store for us individually and corporately. In fact, that's how Vision 2030 ends. Let me read this final section as we close. Looking forward. As the sun sets on another day at Kimray, we thank God for His blessing. We're grateful for our Kimray family, and we look ahead to a bright future. You might ask, why do we do all of this? It's because we're called to serve. We're called to excellence. We're called to invest in people's lives. This is how we make a difference in the world around us. After all, that is the Kimray way.